Nearly 50 heads of state and governments from all over the world. They are in Munich, Germany right now for the 62nd Munich Security Conference. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is also there with the U.S. delegation. The focus at this year's meeting, U.S.-European relations. It comes after President Trump doubled down on his calls to take over Greenland and amid efforts to end the war in Ukraine. Here's Secretary Rubio.
Do you think Greenland will be an issue, or are you going to talk about it, or is that done deal?
Greenland?
Yeah, Greenland.
Oh, I'm sure somebody will raise it, you know. Sure. We're working on that. We feel good about it.
Do you expect to meet with President Zelensky when you're there?
I think so. I think he's going to be there, and there's a chance to see him. I believe it's on my schedule. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm sure we will.
The Russian bombardment during all of this cold.
It's terrible. It's a war. That's why we want the war to end. People are suffering. It's the coldest time of year. It's unimaginable, the suffering. That's the problem with wars. That's why wars are bad, and that's why we've worked so hard for over a year now to try to bring this one to an end.
CBS News intelligence and national security reporter Olivia Gazis is in Munich, Germany for us today, traveling with the secretary. And she joins us now. Good to see you, Olivia. So just last year, Vice President J.D. Vance, he stunned the conference, criticizing European allies. What can we expect from the U.S. delegation this year and this time around?
Sure, Mugo, you put your finger on it. One of the central questions leading up to the Secretary's arrival here has been just how much is his messaging going to reflect what J.D. Vance did here last year? How much of it is going to be combative and critical versus opting for a different tack from the American delegation? You showed some of his remarks to us on the tarmac there yesterday. He suggested his tone may be more conciliatory while still making clear that America is right now in a period of, as he put it, re-examining its own role in the world, its relationships with traditional allies, and how it is prioritizing its own national interests. Rubio called it a new era in geopolitics. So while we don't expect him to be as openly confrontational this year, he is still going to reiterate some of the priorities and ideas that President Trump has laid out. Among them, Greenland. We don't expect a revisitation of a military takeover. In fact, you heard the secretary there say that there has been work ongoing and they're pleased with the progress it's making. I can say, Mugo, a U.S. official told us that he is expected to meet briefly with the prime ministers of Greenland and Denmark in that building behind me later today.
So what is top of the agenda for the U.S. at this year's conference?
Sure. As you laid it out, there is an immense concentration of power in that sprawling hotel. It convenes world leaders, top diplomats, intelligence chiefs, military generals, and so there's a lot to get through in a limited amount of time. Secretary Rubio has already met today with the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi. He met with the NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, and he expects, as you mentioned, to meet with Volodymyr Zelensky, whose motorcade pulled up here not too long ago. He also met with Chancellor Merz of Germany, and that was an interesting interaction because earlier Chancellor Merz, addressing the conference here, offered a very sort of admonition, a stark admonition to the U.S. delegation, speaking in English and saying that it's time for these partners to revive their ties, and offering this stark reminder that even the U.S. cannot go it alone in a world of major power conflict.
Okay, Olivia Gazis in Munich, Germany for us today. Thank you.